Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah Utes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. So Utah's return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So UCLA's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson. Oh,
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. It's a draw. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Utes have this offense rolling. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to scramble. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Working that left side now.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Bishop. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe...
Ball in the air, intercepted!
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. It's complete. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Finds his target down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He'll pull it on the read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Running back goes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Takes the easy one to the back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Looking to throw it again. He finds his man. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Bishop. He slings it deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. This one's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score UCLA 28, Utah 10.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He makes the connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The running back has it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
At the 35. Brings up third down.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utes.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put some... Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Line gets set, first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This quarterback is so dangerous, and it looked like the defense had him corralled. It looked like they were ready for him to keep the football, but that quarterback is just too good. He's like a water bug. So good, short area quickness, able to make guys miss, then go get the first.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll put the tight end in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air, Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Utah, 23.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. He's up to 86 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out.
Got a lot of running room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He breaks a tackle.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Bruins brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Bishop. Quarterback extends the play. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the returner goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's right on target. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Fires on the move. It's caught. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Utes in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Utes! And the comeback is on. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bishop. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Using his legs, it's Wall. Across the 25, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utah. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And the Listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk.